just got back from dropping Faith off. She had a 12-hour pass today. And unfortunately, she did not have an uneventful day. But it wasn't her fault this time. Jeffrey heard something at church today that triggered him. And we had a 2-hour meltdown, for lack of a better word. We have a hole in the wall. His bedroom's been stripped because everything he could get his hands on was used to try and choke himself or cut himself. It's been a long time since he's had a meltdown that size, and it's been a long day today. What happened was the youth are going to be singing a song in church next week, and jokingly, one of the leaders said that if you didn't come on Wednesday night to practice, you were going to have to sing a solo. Now, the leader meant no harm, obviously. He was being playful. But Jeffrey took it seriously. But Jeffrey doesn't go on Wednesday nights because it's past his bedtime. Jeffrey needs extra sleep. So Jeffrey's bedtime is 7:30. And the youth activities on Wednesdays go past 8. So Jeffrey began to melt down on the way home from church. And we could not figure out what the problem was. He knows he doesn't go on Wednesdays. And he already knows the song they're singing. I was playing it in the car for the kids to practice with. And it's a pretty song, so, But for, the reason that was unknown to us, Jeffrey starts freaking out about how he has to go to church on Wednesday. And we couldn't understand why all of a sudden he was so adamant about going to church on Wednesday. And this, carried on into the house after church. Every Sunday after church, we walk in the door. Jeffrey's the first one to run up those steps and take his church clothes off and hang them up and put on pajamas, because we let the kids wear whatever makes them comfortable throughout the rest of Sunday. And as you can see, whatever's comfortable. He absolutely refused. No, was not going to take off his church clothes. Nope, he was going to leave those on until we agreed to let him go to church on Wednesday. And Jeffrey, this is not a discussion. This is not going to happen. The more you whine and cry, the more you prove our point that you don't need to go on Wednesday nights. We just could not figure out what had him so upset, to the point that he was putting a belt around his neck and kicking walls. It took literally 2 hours to calm him down, and I called the church leaders, left messages, and got a call back, and I explained how the one word that he mentioned that wasn't normally in his vocabulary was solo. Not something that not a word that Jeffrey usually uses. So I thought maybe that would help them understand or figure out what possibly set Jeffrey off, and it did. Young Men's president called me back and said, yes, we had this moment with some of the older boys where we were teasing them that if they didn't come on Wednesday, that they were going to have to sing a solo, so they better come on Wednesday. So, but they thanked me. They said, these are the kind of things we need to know so that we can be helpful, and we can try and help Jeffrey be a part of our program. And I was really thankful for their thoughtfulness, because I don't expect every program to bend to my whim, to accommodate my child. It's great when there's accommodations in place from others, like at a school, but I don't expect that from everybody. I don't believe that the needs of one outweigh the needs of many, and that's one of the reasons why Jeffrey doesn't go to Scouts, because, well, honestly, the last time he went to Scouts was the Pinewood Derby, And when his car didn't win, it got thrown across the room, and he proceeded to use, the F word, dropping F-bombs every which way he could as I pulled him out of the gym, and he's ripping my hair out. So that was the last time I went to Scouts. And I also keep Jeffrey away, and my husband goes with Jeffrey to his church meeting so that his brother, who's 3 months older and is completely neurotypical, doesn't feel like he needs to take on the role of protector for his brother so that he can have a normal experience. So anyway, before I go off on a tangent and make this video longer than it needs to be, FASD messes with the brain. Not all children are going to get sarcasm and jokes or teasing. They're going to take it seriously, like my man did. And seriously, when I talked to him after he calmed down, I was like, Jeffrey, do you really have a problem singing a solo? You love to sing. And he thought about it for a second. No, mommies. Have a good night, everybody.